Xbox Game Studios has been established since 2018 and growing steadily into the Xbox Series generation, with more games, more studios, and more new IPs and returning favorites to bolster the Xbox platform with some 20 exclusive games each and every year for the long road ahead. With some of the world's best talent and industry creators leading these studios, Xbox has more to offer than ever before.
We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. You will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. In the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Scale and story and scope and creative vision. Where can we take gaming next? So the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. An unmatched expansion of creativity on Xbox. Thousands of Xbox games are in development for you right now.
This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today, news comes from reliable sources and a behind-the-scenes conversation with video game developers of even more new games to be announced or worked on for the Xbox, to keep growing a list of exclusives to platform games. The source is linked in the description. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel and hit the bell to be notified of new content. And let's talk about more games on Xbox. Recently, Bethesda shared news of an Indiana Jones game in the works in collaboration with Lucasfilms Games to be developed by Machine Games, the wildly talented studio behind the reboot of the Wolfenstein series. Many are questioning whether this Indiana Jones game will be exclusive to Xbox, with the deal of Bethesda and ZeniMax joining Xbox closing and becoming official in February or March of 2021. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, got a detailed look at the entire roadmap for ZeniMax and Bethesda's current and future games, and knew of the Indiana Jones project before offering to buy the huge publishing conglomerate. Xbox's Phil Spencer must consider the impact and appeal of big games and big names, unique and exclusive content to pull more customers to the Xbox consoles, especially to Game Pass across multiple devices. Bethesda paid Lucasfilms Games for the right to use the intellectual property Indiana Jones, and in that agreement, it may have solely been to just create a game without platforms like PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo to be included by requirement. I spoke to a games developer that has worked with multiple franchises and agreements, and he said, quote, For any license agreement, platform doesn't normally come into question unless a license holder approaches someone to have them build it. If they have a plan and want it built by a partner, they could stipulate that requirement. For example, when we went for the F1 license at Sony, there was no way it was being put on other platforms. It was only when EA took it that it became multi-platform, so it depends on the deal." Close quote. It's quite possible that Indiana Jones is going to be exclusive to the Xbox platform, since Bethesda will be an exclusive developer for Xbox when this project is in full production. And with Xbox games going to PC, Windows Store, and Steam across Xbox consoles, and filling a growing Game Pass library, it makes sense that a game like Indiana Jones will likely see a release in 2024 or later. By then, it will be exclusive to Xbox. This agreement for big franchises moving from multi-platform to exclusive spills into a recent leak from Tyler McVicker from Valve Games Network that has been hinting at a rumor that Obsidian could be planning to get agreements in line to develop a Fallout New Vegas 2 or Frontier-based Fallout 4 spin-off, while Bethesda holds Fallout 5 for long after Elder Scrolls, Starfield, and Indiana Jones in complete development. Obsidian is in full production for their massive open-world fantasy RPG Avowed, with a second team planning Outer Worlds 2, but with the collaboration of being partnered with Bethesda and access to all tools, animation, and the engine for Fallout 4, Obsidian could designate a team to begin a Fallout New Vegas style spin-off game long before Fallout 5 ever becomes an announced project. McVicker refers to the project both as New Vegas 2 and Frontier, which is the name of the Fallout PC mod to expand Fallout New Vegas. But he says that he expects Fallout New Vegas 2 to come sometime in the latter half of the decade, which puts it near the end of the current console cycle. Obsidian was able to create an amazing spin-off for Fallout 3 in about 18 months, with quite a few bugs and glitches, but Fallout New Vegas is renowned and beloved by the gaming community above all others in the series. Returning big-name franchises do not end with Indiana Jones and Fallout. Ed from Xbox Era, an insider who has proven to be quite reliable in some previous releases, said during an episode of his podcast that Microsoft seems to be in discussion with Lucasfilm's game for something on top of Indiana Jones that would be another intellectual property, meaning this could be an exclusive agreement between Lucasfilm's games and Microsoft for something belonging to the LucasArts universe. Fans are quick to assume Knights of the Old Republic, a previous exclusive with Xbox from the early 2000s, but Obsidian is already packed with games in the works right now. But this shows the long roadmap Phil Spencer is envisioning, with Matt Booty, the studio lead, to have multiple AAA games in development from multiple teams, from a studio set that reaches nearly 25. It's clear that Xbox Game Studios is in the business of creating massive big-name games, high-quality hit franchise returns, and brand new trend-setting game experiences to fill out a hungry gaming crowd that plays all of their content on PC, on Game Pass, on mobile, and the Xbox Series S and X consoles across the world, with the best online service, best-in-class power options, and most ways to play. This is Xbox Game Studios. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the trailer that I created for the start of this video. That was pretty fun to make, and looking at over 50 different game clips really illustrated to me the offering Xbox has going forward. I know I can't always get the news the moment it drops, but I try to get something timely to you guys to watch that is also enjoyable and informative. If you enjoyed this video, share it out with friends that are excited about Xbox, or anybody who might be wondering what Xbox has been up to since they've been so quiet. You can show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell so that you'll get notifications for weekly content. And if you really want to support the channel, you can join the channel membership or Patreon. You'll get early access to videos a day before they go up, and you'll be entered into monthly giveaways. Channel members get emojis and badges that I created to show in the comment section. But let me know what you think of this news. Do you think they're making a Fallout New Vegas sequel, or do you think they'll even have time to work on this many projects? What do you think of the exclusivity agreement for Indiana Jones? It's got everybody making up their own rules of how franchising agreements works, so I'm curious to see what you all think. Let me know in the comment section. Have a great week, and as always, remember, be nice.